right, so we are live and we're going to be talking about how you can source products using artificial intelligence. And I am so excited to be joined here by Isabella Ritz from Ritz Momentum. And we're going to be talking all about sourcing, and then we'll talk a little bit about launching too. So I'm excited for this conversation. So just to make sure that everybody can hear me, if you don't mind, click that little thumbs up icon or comment, but don't just, thumbs up to the camera. Actually hit the little thumbs up icon.
Sometimes it's a little bit reacting, and like you can have like in Zoom.
Oh,
sometimes you have this like balloons.
Zoom does that. Some other things will do that. Like if you thumbs up in the air, it'll boop. So yes, I know what you're talking about. So Isabella, thank you for joining us, and we're going to get started here. But I'm always paranoid that something's going to be going on with technology, and maybe it's just I'm worrying about the wrong stuff. But like, before we got started, I plugged my earphones into the wrong place, and then you were talking and I couldn't hear you. So stuff happens with technology. So we're going to be getting into...
Can you hear me well?
I can hear you great.
Okay, great.
Now that I'm plugged into the right spot. Before I wasn't. Okay. So anyway, on that note, we're going to be getting into your questions and how you can find products that will be successful. And if you're interested in learning how to launch those products at 1 o'clock, so right after this, we'll be doing a live on Zoom webinar, which the link will be down below. And then if you have ideas of products, which I'm sure you will after this live stream, at 3:30 Eastern time, you can join Isabella and she will help you to validate those. So that link will also be in the description down below. So we've already got questions coming in, but before we get into questions, Isabella, tell us a little bit about yourself and Ritz Momentum.
Listen, this week I'm so excited. Everything I can talk about is that I bought a horse. So
yes, we did talk about that before we got started.
Yeah, so I bought a horse, and the decision to buy a horse been led by a lot of layers in my background. So I was doing business since my 17 years old, like real business. I created my first business when I was 17. I sold my first business when I was 18. And since then, I was just making business after another business, after another business. And the other day, we've been driving with my husband in a car, and he asked me, he's like, so what about the businesses you've been created in the past? Did you enjoy them? I'm like, what are you talking about? I was making businesses just because I needed to make money. He's like, really? And my husband, he is Marine. So there is no, he resigned already. Like he's a veteran. There is never ex-Marine. Marine is always
okay.
Marine.
Yeah. The Semper Fidelis, always faithful.
Yes,
the Marines. Yeah.
Right. And for him, like, he could not understand how you can do something without actually enjoying, like, for example, I was doing interior design, and like how you didn't enjoy interior design, like, because for me it was the machine that was making money. How you didn't enjoy web design, because it was a machine that was making money. So every single time I was creating business, it was to create some type of the income. And that was fine with me because I was able to travel. I have a lifestyle I want, and like I am not starving, right? So, and he's like, but what about to make you happy? Like, what would you do? What do you like to make you happy? And I didn't even blink. I'm like, horses. I do like horses. And my husband said, okay, let's buy a horse. So now we have a horse, and now we think how we can create the whole business around the horse business. But anyway, the background that I had led me to think that it is so important for everybody out there to create the income that will allow you to create a lifestyle, and this lifestyle will lead you to have some type of the joy in your life. Because when you're like in the age of, like, let's say under 35, you're so driven, you want to create so much money, and you want to like buy stuff, and you want to have all these Lamborghinis and whatever you want to have, right? But then you hit some age, and at some point you want to do something that will bring you joy. So I recommend everybody to create a business that will allow you to create a lifestyle that will bring you joy. So that's kind of the philosophy about where I'm at right now at this very moment.
I love that. So basically, find what makes you happy and build a business around it? Am I
And
kind of
build a business around it when you
Okay.
already have a lifestyle, because it is definitely hard to create joyful venture and make money out of it when you never did business in the past. You're looking for the opportunity that will bring you some income. And I would never tell you that like I'm enjoying selling products on Amazon, but it's a great venture that can support the lifestyle you want. It's a great venture that can bring you a lot of money, which make happy a lot of people in the world, myself included. So, and what I'm enjoying when I'm doing business with Amazon is AI these days, because AI is some type of the creative part behind the boring sell and buy products on Amazon. So AI helps you to be creative. AI helps you to find the way to simplify the approach to find the product, customize the product, develop the product, and even simulate some polls, which I created a new approach for our agency, which we're still testing out how it works. But those of you that are already like using some type of the product opinion, or you're using PickFu, I use both and I love both, and they have a lot of backgrounds and they have a lot of insights. But some people don't have enough of budget to use both. So you guys can create a simulation with ChatGPT that will give you pretty much similar insights. So I can share this today if somebody wants to.
I'm excited to check out some of these strategies. So things have definitely changed since Jungle Scout was revolutionary at the time when I first got into the business in 2015. Like, you don't have to do the 999 trick. And if anyone knows the 999 tricks, let us know in the comments, and then we'll talk about what that is later. But I'm just curious if anyone knows the old 999 trick. Do you remember the 999 trick?
My trick is 30 30 30.
Oh, 30 30 30. It's the same thing. So whether it's 999 or 30 30 30, there's little tactics people used to use back in the day. So we've got a few comments starting to come in. Feel free to ask your questions in here, folks. Carmen Lupu says, hi. Talha Remen says, how to use AI find profitable products. We will get into that.
We can do that today. Yeah.
Yes, you are in the right spots.
Yeah.
We'll get into some of the questions here momentarily, but Amit says, peace. I guess excited to be here. Luis, excuse me, Haywood says, excited to be here. And Gisela says, I'm getting many IP, I guess, complaints from OA products, so online arbitrage, selling other people's products. So tired of losing inventory in days or even months of deactivations. How could I possibly avoid it? So I guess with that, we're going to be talking about ways to build your own products so you don't have to worry about that. Am I right, Isabella?
Yeah. Well, I do believe some type of this approaches like online arbitrage works. It definitely works for some people. It definitely works if you do, let's say, you have D2C website. And recently I was shopping to buy one of the businesses, one of the e-com businesses. And I found one of the business. I'm under NDA, so I cannot tell you which businesses it is, but the person was able to build a business around drop shipping by having D2C website. They have zero inventory in stock, but they are selling, like, I would say it's kind of heavy machines, but the average check is $2,500, $5,000. This is how much people are paying them. Their margins are about 25%, and everything they do is just driving traffic to their D2C website, and they're working with suppliers here in the United States and Canada. And those suppliers are just shipping this inventory to their customers. And they've been able to build a huge business behind it, but it's not going to work with Amazon, because with Amazon, you have to have the inventory in stock on your warehouse. So you can't do this dropship model because it's going to be illegal. Not illegal. It's against Amazon TOS. It's not illegal. It's against Amazon TOS. So if you're building something around your D2C website, you kind of can do it, and you can become successful if you're like niche, like these people are. And they're selling this business, by the way, for $3.5 million. And the margins are phenomenal. So anyway, But if you want to be secure, you have to build kind of legacy, because you have to sell your product on your platform, and you have to own your customer. Amazon provided you customers. You own the product. So if something will happen with Amazon, you can always transition somewhere else. These days, we have plenty of platforms where we can do that. And on top, just think long term, because when you are doing someone else's business on someone else's platform, you don't own anything. You own transaction. And if you violate something, you don't even own transactions. So don't make your business transactional. Make it valuable to yourself, so you can always transition it somewhere else.
Interesting. Yes. So that's a good point, is that, you know, if you're doing like online arbitrage, you don't own really the customer or the product. If you have your own brand, you at least own the product. And so if something happens with Amazon, you could take it elsewhere, although it's still hard to get around Amazon because they have the customers. I was picking up my son yesterday from school to go to the dentist. There was probably, it wasn't like actually on pallets, but it was probably like 2 pallets worth of stuff just in the waiting room. And I'm like, does the school only buy stuff from Amazon? Like, how long has this stuff been here? Is this today's delivery? Has it been there for, you know, a couple weeks? Like, I have no idea. But like, there was just a lot of stuff. It was all just various Amazon boxes. So Amazon definitely has the customer. So how do we find those products to sell to those customers?
So there are a lot of ways how we can do it. And first of all, I will give to everybody the GPT that we guys are using, where they're updating it monthly. We created custom chat GPT that is working off data set on the background. And this chat GPT will will lead you through several questions, and it will start finding products you want to. If you will dedicate like 10 to 30 minutes a day, you'll be able to find the product you want to sell on Amazon. It's across different categories. And that's like one of the approaches. There are some tricks how to work with GPT. With this specific GPT, we can talk about it today. Another part, if you don't want to use GPT, you can work with SmartScout. If you want, I can share the screen and I can show how.
Let's do it.
Yeah, how people can do that. Window, we're here. So can you see my screen? Of course, SmartScout.
Yes.
Out. Yeah, I'm logging in back. So generally speaking, our GPT also works with the background of SmartScout, and SmartScout has phenomenal data. So if you're going to the products on the left side of SmartScout here, you guys have to work with several filters here. First, you are adding Amazon in stock 0, which means you want to work and find products across private label sellers, right? So now number of sellers, because private labels can be private label-ish, so people can resell these products as well. So you put filter at least like maximum 2. You want maybe Amazon resell this product as a warehouse, but you don't want to resell this product anyone else. We'll give it a second. Sometimes they're updating something on the background, so it can work a little bit longer. And then we will be shifting to by box price. By box price, it's generally speaking your pricing that you want to work with. It's really up to you. Depends on your budget. I usually put minimum price of like $59, but we can start with $39 here. We will have like variety of different products. And the last part, I would, after I will get results here, I will move to the right, and I will limit ourselves with the reviews. So a lot of you will be probably asking how SmartScout is different from Helium 10, because Helium 10 is being used by myself and a lot of other people as well. However, Helium 10 has black box that is very limited with the amount of options. So here we will have, like right now we have 7 million options. That's really too much. So total rating count, I want to put 250, which means I don't want to see the successful products that are selling successful because they have 24,000 reviews, right? So if you're launching a new product, you don't want to rely on these guys. And another part, I would also put the estimated monthly revenue when the filters will be done here. I would put estimated monthly revenue. Again, what are you aiming at? Like, if you want to have at least $3,000 in the pocket after all expenses, then let's say we want at least monthly revenue at $10,000, right? So we can put minimum $10,000. Hopefully I will not reset other filters right now. And then like we'll wait a second. So now we will be able to have a data set. And when the data set will show up, we will have certain amount of products here on the bottom, and we can do two things. So step number one, come on, SmartScout. You don't have to glitch the moment I am here. You can see the screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, great.
It's loading. So, we are live, folks.
Yeah, we're live, folks. Yeah, so it's not pre-recorded. So yeah, we're here. So now we have 67,000 products. Oh. So there is absolutely no way you can go through 67,000 products yourself. So here's
little less.
Yeah, a little less. You can do a couple things. So first, you can export the data. And then we can shift to ChatGPT, and I will show you what you can do there. Second, you can go to estimated monthly revenue, and you can limit, for example, you're not ready to sell at $1 million, and you can limit to like 100. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So like 10,000 to 100,000. So we will have less. Or you can also limit to the category. So for example, if you don't want to sell, if you don't want to look across all the categories, you can look at, I don't know, babies categories, toys categories, like something like that. So now we have actually 65,000, which is still a lot. So now the next filter I will put here will be, I will definitely eliminate electronics. So I'll keep here probably baby products. I'll keep here health and household. We will have a lot of supplements. I don't want that. Home and kitchen. We can keep kitchen and dining, which is always surprising me, like why they cannot combine both of these categories.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, it's so stupid. Kitchen and kitchen. Like we have so many categories that we're missing, but kitchen and here's in both. I would probably keep office categories as well. We can add sport and outdoors. There are plenty of others, but let's just start here, right? While this thing is loading, let me open ChatGPT, and I will show you guys what we can have here. So I have a lot of custom GPTs, as you can tell on the left side. I deal with, I deal with, I am really into ChatGPT and creating stuff a lot. So we have GPT product research data set required. So I can share with you this one too. And now what we can do, we can download this. So we can export the data. So it's 24,000, which means I'm adding 50,000 rows, and I'm exporting all this data into ChatGPT. And I will upload this data into ChatGPT, and I'll ask ChatGPT, that this custom GPT that we created, to read this data and don't do anything. So now we have it. Let me get into that quickly here. So now we have this data, and I'm saying, please take a look and don't do anything. So now the data set will be uploaded, and GPT will start thinking and analyzing that. So now he's saying, let me know if you'd like any recommendations based on the specific criteria, such as product category, price range, or other preferences. I'm here to help you explore the options for potential products to sell on Amazon. So he already knows what are you going to ask him. And we can say, I am looking for a product under, we can say, 100 reviews, not electronics. We already eliminated electronics, but we still can have some electric stuff there. But let's just say under 100 reviews with 15K a month or more. or more. And now GPT will start thinking about the products, and he's supposed to give us several options. And here will be also several tricks. And like, if you guys want the access to this chat, I am happy to share with you. There is like no sales pitch, nothing. I will just click here to share this stuff, and I will give it to you. And now he says, I provided selections of the products based on your criteria, and I'm saying, please provide it in the required format. So I programmed him that he's supposed to give me the format I want. And now, because I don't want to go into the sheet and look at all the products, I want to see the product here with the reviews, with the how many units are being sold, how many sales this product is making. I also want to look at this product on Amazon. So I want to be able to click and look at the product, right? So he's offering me to sell air conditioner. That's too much, right? So I can say,
Right.
oh, I don't want to sell that. But then he's like,
pretty in depth.
Yeah, that's like really. But here's something like also like $1,900, $500. So it's a little bit much. So I can say, let's find something lighter. Let's start there, right? So, and then when you will be working with this data set, for example, you want to work with this for this, like as we, so guys, it's how many was there? Like 27,000, 24,000 products, right? So it's a lot of products here. So you can do it for several days and just prime him into like, I want to have a lighter product. I want to have product with a lower price. I want to have like a product without any electric stuff involved. So for example, he offered me a generator, right? And you just like keep priming this thing and it will find the product you want. So this is what I recommend you to do if you want to start searching for products. If you don't want to like buy and pay for the SmartScout, you can use our product scout that we are updating by ourselves once a month. I think it's, hold on, that's this guy. And I can give you guys this one too. This one will prime you step by step. So you are clicking start and it tells you like, hey, I'm bot that created by Isabella Ritz. What's your name? So I can say like is. And then this guy already will prime you and tell you if you're subscribed to my newsletter, this is how I'm capturing you to have you in my data set. So you can say yes or no. My newsletter is not that bad. So it's kind of provide.
No, it's good. It's good.
So you can
we were commenting about how I had read it before we jumped on.
Yeah. So let's get started with a few questions. What are your hobbies, activities, or joys? So like I can say horses, but I can say just family, right? So you guys can put anything here that is relevant to your life. It's asking you if like, what are your financial goals? Because based on these goals, he will try to find a product that will kind of tailor to this amount and will have potential to be sold at this amount and scale to this amount. And it's asking if you're planning to launch the product in the next 3 months. So I'm saying yes. Usually your launch is like 3 to 6 months. And now it's asking, do I have any specific categories in mind? And I can say just surprise me. So surprise me. He can also start offering you some like crazy products, like I don't know, like another air conditioner or something, something like this, and you can start
a new roof.
Yeah, so you can just start priming him like, I don't like this, offer something else, and then offer something else. He can tell you he needs some time to like think about it, and then he keeps analyzing. So keep in mind it's a machine. Machine can like glitch and like do some additional work, but then he will provide you pretty much in the same format as we just looked at a different data set, and that's free, so you don't have to pay anybody, and this data is being updated monthly. So if you're looking to like, I'm going to search for products for a month, this is what you can do. And now he's like, yeah, I found for you travel trailer RV cover. That's actually decent. Like, look, 26,000, 174 reviews. Let's take a look at this product on Amazon. Here we go. And now you can, genuinely speaking, start from here. So will you find this product by yourself? I don't know. But this is something that is not air conditioner and it's not baby stroller. It's not something, it's not common product to find. So that's the answer how we can find product with AI, at least with AI.
That's a very niche product because this is the cover that was showing like a cover for the RV.
Cover for RV, yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, that's the cover for RV, and like RVs are different. So now, like for example, if you say, like, I want to sell this product and let's validate this product, and then you can take a look what RVs people are using the most, which are being purchased the most, what seasonality of these RVs. Maybe they want to cover these RVs for, I don't know, any other trailers, like horse trailers also probably need a cover. So, and it's like, it's easy to expand this niche as well.
No, that's good stuff. All right. So LinkedIn user says, love the custom GPTs, Isabella. I also do the same. Fire. And then we'll get into some questions here. I will prioritize any questions you have about product sourcing and things of that nature. We also have some other questions that have jumped in, so feel free to ask them. Laura B says, we're in Europe, arbitrage, very different in USA than in Europe, Spain, and in some outlets and brands. They said I cannot continue buying because they sold too much and sell only retail. That's kind of an odd statement that they would say, you sold too much, you can't buy from us.
You know, I heard the stories. She's not the first one that I hear the story from. Usually they just taken over and they started selling themselves. Like, I don't need the middleman anymore. And they just continue doing it themselves. I met a guy, he was selling olive oil for somebody. Also, like, he found the brand, he started selling this brand olive oil under his Amazon account. And then he was selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars. And the owner of the brand told him, like, no, I don't need you anymore. Now I'm going to sell myself. And he filed the IP to Amazon saying, like, no, this guy is not allowed to sell my product. So this account got shut down. He started selling it by himself.
So, wow. So he shut that. That's pretty messed up. At least let the guy sell out and say, I'm not going to replenish you.
Yeah. So yeah, that was pretty dirty, but these people are playing dirty games. That's what I'm saying. Don't do other people's business on other people's platform.
That's true. That's true. All right. So Gustavo says, what are the sources, procedures to find products that you recommend in order not to follow trends? Now, you kind of, this question is from before you showed your GPT. Yeah. So it's one way to kind of analyze the data. But that is one thing, is that a lot of people talk about trends.
Yeah, that's a great question. You know, I think I saw actually today or yesterday, Jeff Bezos interview when somebody asked him what he thinks about trends. And he said, don't go after trends, because if it's a trend, there are a lot of people that are already trying to get onto this trend. You're not going to be the first one who will jump onto the trend. Will you be able to jump on a trend and be on a trend? You don't know. So just find something that it will be niche, that it will be specific to the specific customer avatar, and you don't have to compete with thousands of people selling the same tomatoes. That's like the always example. Like, let's say it's a season of strawberry, and now our farmers are on the market, on a fresh market every week selling strawberries. So if it's going to be 150 farmers selling strawberries, and people are buying usually from first 10, you're going to be at the end and you're going to jump and like, I also sell strawberries. Come to me and buy it. You put so much effort, investments. You've been fertilizing your strawberries, and now nobody won't buy it because you're all the way at the end of the line. So don't do that.
Yeah, that's a good point. You don't want to be stuck with it. So like, whether it's, a seasonal thing, or even, I guarantee there's people that have storage units of fidget spinners and pop sockets because they jumped on a trend, and then the trend died and everyone else had jumped on the trend, and now all of a sudden there's just an abundance of inventory. So be very cautious going after trends, especially when you're not really adding additional value to it.
Yeah.
All right. So other questions we have here is,
what about bundles?
Oh yeah. So we have a question here about bundles, and I'll get to another question from the very beginning. What about bundles? Do you recommend them? Does Amazon permit them in the USA? There was some new
Yeah.
news recently about bundles. Do you know what I'm
So
talking?
bundles, yeah, bundles is a word, right? So Amazon now restricted bundles when people are trying to sell. So let's say I'm selling Tide detergent, and I want to
Mm-hmm.
sell Tide detergent with one of my um, buckets where you can wash your clothes, like hand washing,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I'm doing the bundle, so now Amazon restricted those. Or you want to sell Tide travel pack with another stuff that, like, when people are traveling, they can buy both of them together. So you cannot do this anymore. Amazon restricted this. But if you have bundle of your products, I love this approach. So for example, you can create out of 3 of your products, you can create 9 or 10. So if you're selling let's say mug for mom, pop, and child, you can
Mm-hmm.
sell them separately. You can sell them all
Mm.
together. You can sell for mom and child, for dad and child, for husband and wife. And now you have
Mm-hmm.
so many products. You have a lot of bundles out of your products. So you can do that. And I actually like it because you're developing 3 products but selling so many.
Yeah, that's a good point. I have some products that I have bundled together, both doing virtual bundles, which I don't think really get a lot of love, but then also taking, let's say, product A, product B, packaging them together, giving them their own ASIN, sending them into Amazon. In some cases, the FBA fee is not even really that much higher than just the one by itself, as opposed to paying 2 FBA fees, which I would
Yeah.
do if it was a virtual bundle. So, yeah, bundles can be a good thing, but just be very cautious if you're selling someone else's brand, because Amazon is changing the rules on that. So,
Yeah.
a little bit off topic, but if you have questions related to product sourcing or finding new products to sell using data and AI, Isabella will be more than happy to answer your questions. But real quick, we do have a question here from Amit. Got this email from Amazon due to an influx of negative customer return comments. This ASIN may be suspended after further investigation if customers continue to report issues at consistent rate. I know product is good and got 4.5-star rating as well. Not sure how this got triggered. My return rate is high, around 10%. That is pretty high. But it's a product with compatibility issue, which customers don't read. And then what should I do? I've updated image to reflect compatibility requirements. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's going to be, that's a challenge. Do you have any thoughts on this?
Well, here's a lot of things to unpack.
Mm-hmm.
What product is it? There are some products that have 10% return rate just by default. It's normal niche return.
Right.
If you're selling, let's say, something like fidget spinners and you're based in United States and all 99% of other sellers, they're overseas, and you decided to take an advantage and sell this product successful as they are, then they will buy out your inventory, they will play a dirty game with you, and they will do this like returns. So just first take a look at Amazon Product Opportunity Explorer and find out if your product return rate is across the niche normal. So 10% is a lot, but some niches actually 10 to 20%, and it's normal for them. So find out about this first. Second of all, look at the buyers that are doing their returns. Is it the repeat customer? Sometimes you'll be able to see that this customer purchased from you like 25, 27 times.
Can't be that bad.
Listen, I was in this situation in my very, very beginning journey, and I saw it with other people as well. You just have a competitor that keep doing that. But competitors get smarter, so they're just buying from you with different accounts and just shutting you down. So you have to find out who is the customer and what is the reason for the return. And if the reason for the return, which they usually put in the comments, for example, the quality, remove this inventory from Amazon and open the case with Amazon with investigation request and escalate it. Just tell them, like, listen, that's the return item by this client. I just got it like to my warehouse, home, whatever you are. And this is how it looks like. That's the quality. That's the complaint they said. There is no complaint. There is no reason. There is no grounds for complaint. Sometimes Amazon will be open to open further investigation. And if you will ship this item back to Amazon warehouse, they will investigate it on their back end and they will reopen it. And sometimes they will just block this customer from you so that he will not be able to purchase from you. But sometimes people are so in love into their products and they're saying, my product is so good.
It's great.
It's great, but it's not. So let's just unpack all this stuff and take a look what is actually going on. And if it's a copycat product, then just forget about it and launch something new. You will keep facing the same issue.
Yeah. So definitely everything that Isabella just said, I would go into voice of the customer, take a look in there, see, you know, what is it? Because it could be, if you start noticing there's a consistent something or other, and I've had weird things happen before where I've got, let's say, 2 different products and people are saying, hey, I ordered product A, but it says the message on product B. Now they didn't describe it that way, but I could tell that was going on, and vice versa. And Amazon had decided to relabel the products just on their own. That could be happening here too. So you want to do that, but definitely do a test, at least multi-channel fulfillment order. Don't test buy it under your own account. That could get you in trouble, but yeah, definitely dig into why that's happening.
100%.
It could be one of many things, but all right. So what other questions do folks have regarding how to source a product? So let me ask a couple follow-ups to what you showed us earlier. And maybe this is something that they can learn at your 3:30 training today, which we will have a link to, they can sign up to, as well as our 1 o'clock training. So you can have lots of trainings on how to find the product with Isabella and how to launch it with my Amazon guy. But let's say they have, the AI gave them some recommendations. They're like, oh, okay, I like this RV cover, which is the example you gave here a few minutes ago. Then what? Like, what are some things they do to validate that ChatGPT is giving them the right information? Whether it's using tools or
find an idea, it's just like 5%.
Right.
Now you have to validate it. So when your guys go into the validation process, how much time do we have?
We've probably got, let's say, at least 10 minutes to do like a quick little validation of some sort.
Yeah, let's just do a quick little validation. So the easiest way, if you don't want to pay to any additional opportunity explorer, and put their RV cover, right? So we don't want to go into like any specifics. We're just going to RV cover, and we want to take a look what kind of RV colors are selling, covers are selling. But first thing, I'll go to the insights, and I will take a look at the amount of new sellers and successful sellers. So I see here that across this niche, I have 36 new sellers and only 23 of them got successful. So 13 sellers did not figure out how to sell this product to be successful with this product. So now I have 572,000 keywords aggregate, searches per year for the RV cover. Now I want to take a look at the search terms, and I want to see the amount of the top click products. So I have 79 top click products, which means everyone else that is trying to sell, they're not really competitors. So if you will go on Amazon, you will just go through the search page results and you're like, oh my God, there is so many people selling it. Just don't bother about those guys. Just look at this. Who are those top click products and what conversion do they have? So top click doesn't mean top purchased, right? So now what kind of keywords we have here? Maybe you have something niche like travel trail cover 27/30 feet. And this one has just 14,000 searches per year. But maybe this one fit with somebody else, like this one, travel trail 30 feet, right? So it's total already 30,000, right? 30,000 keywords. If those two are common enough, then probably RV cover 26/28 also comes to this one, and then it's going to be 63,000, right? So you have to kind of calculate what type of the keywords and their specific product you can have. Now we're going to the right side, and here is interesting part. Which product Amazon recognizes for this specific keyword? And now I can see different ASINs, but it's exactly same product, right? So, and on the right side, on here, this side, it's the same brand, right? So Amazon recognizes the same brand, how likely its variations. But on another side, how many people after they click on this RV cover and got to this specific ASIN, how many people converted into the sale? Boom, 0.35%. Which means if we have such a low conversion rate per keyword, that means we have a pretty good opportunity to discover what can we do better on the market. So those 13 that were not, or how many of those, sorry, 13 people that were not successful for the past year, how can we be successful selling this product and have this higher conversion rate? Because, for example, higher conversion rate 1.53% is here for travel trailer cover 27/30 feet. Very specific keyword. People were growth 134%, probably because we're just out of the camping season coming out. So, and this product was converting the most. So how can you make another cover for this trailer that can convert better than this one? And it's just one, or you can convert as good as. So you're going to this listing, you're assessing how many sales he's doing, how good he's doing, what else you can do to make it better, blah, blah, blah. But first thing, you have to find out if there is any other keywords and any other products that are converting better than 1.5 or at least more than 1%. Horrible conversion rate is under 1%. Some conversions here like really 0.14. Waterproof. So probably if you will make them waterproof, you will convert better others as well. So just take a look at any opportunity to get another feature, to have another feature in your product. And then another one is converting for 1.62. So probably if you will be working with the specific sizes for the specific trailers, this is maybe where you will be able to be successful with a specific product. And then you are going to the purchase drivers and you are looking what is off here. So for example, 64% of people are not satisfied with some type of the trailer cover, and we don't know why, but we have to find out, right? So here's like everything that is negatively affected people's experience. Here, everything that is positively affected. So this is everything that you should use and reapply to the product you're developing, the stuff that you're supposed to avoid. And if you don't know what is gray color, why it's affecting negatively, then you're going, guys, to Voc AI. And that's another thing that can help you really to make it better. So we can go to the IV cover. We will not be able to like probably assess this in full, but if we're going to RV cover, that's weird. RV cover, no, it's wrong product. So, and then you are, yeah, this is the one. So then you're picking the products for RV cover on Amazon, and then Voc AI will analyze these products for you, and Voc AI will tell you what's bad and wrong about this product and how you can make this product better. So now I picked like several products and I can do AI analyzer, and then AI will analyze. Oops, sorry, I didn't show that, right?
Okay. I was about to ask. Yes.
Yeah. Sorry. So I just picked this RV cover here, and then it started like analyzing for me. I picked the products I want to analyze. So we can look at one of the examples that we've been recently analyzing. So for example, this restaurant high chair, which actually has only one competitor on the market. And this product, when Voc AI will analyze it in full for you, this one, you can see it right now. Yes? Yeah, so you can see. Yeah. So now we are able to see the customer profile, but what else we can see? We can see usage scenarios. So we can see who was, how people are using the product, and we can see all the positive and negative stuff about the product. But what's better, we can see customer sentiment and we can see customer positive feedback in detail. So we can see what exactly they said about the product. and we can see buyers' motivation to purchase the product. And again, the easiest way to analyze this further, and I don't think we have any time for that, but you can guys appear today at my webinar and I can continue that there. But usually what I do, I download these insights on the right side. Like you can see here, download button. And when you're downloading all these insights, you include them, you drop them to the ChatGPT and asking ChatGPT to analyze these insights and summarize for you how you can make this product better. You can also download to ChatGPT, upload to ChatGPT the actual picture of your competitor with those insights, and ask how you, based on these insights, you can make this product better than your competitor.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, so you can do that too. And this one's supposed to be like, yeah, this one is ready. And this is where we can see the insights about this product, and we can see like where this product is being used, who was primarily using, what is this product is facing, right? And again, who primarily buying, what is being used for, usage scenario, like everything. And then this is how you're able to, generally speaking, get the insights about the product you are trying to validate. That's like super fast on the surfaces what you can do with the product validation, what direction you are taking. It's a lot, I know. So you can just watch the recording.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right. So if they want to, you're going to have at 3:30 a webinar, which we'll have a link to down below. So if you want, you'll be showing people how to validate their product ideas.
Yeah, awesome. You can just come onto the webinar, tell me, listen, I am planning to sell RV cover. Can you tell me if it's a good or bad idea? And I will validate this product in front of you. I will pick several people with the several ideas, and we'll make a decision together if it's a great idea or not to sell this product on Amazon.
Nice. Awesome. And then another question, Manuel asks, the product research model data set is currently a publicly available model. I'm assuming this is about your...
Yeah, I will give you guys right now the access to this GPT. You can also find it if you'll go to GPT and find Amazon Product Scout, but I will share with you. Give me a second. Copy link. Here you go. You should be able to use it.
Okay, yeah. So
we're updating data set once a month.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, so it's available for folks if you're on YouTube. If you're watching outside of YouTube, just you could go onto ChatGPT and look in their GPT market. Is that what they call it?
Yeah, it's GPT. It's not the play. It is Playground, I think. Yeah, it's called GPT. Explore GPTs.
Explore GPTs. Awesome.
Yeah, Explore GPTs. Yeah.
Emmanuel says thanks. So yeah, so this was super interesting. So basically, you can use ChatGPT to analyze that data because, like, nobody commented what the 999, the 30-30-30 trick is. So just real quick,
by the way,
give people a quick little history lesson. What's the 30-30-30/999 trick?
Do we want to give a price? I will give you guys coffee for free if you will tell us what is 999-30.
Ah, okay, yeah. So if anybody remembers the 999, Isabella is going to offer you a cup of Joe.
Yeah, I will send you.
We'll give a quick moment here for someone to type it in. So, all right. So, Space Ham says, "Is this better than a VA? Would you say?" Well, I would
no
say,
comments here. Guys, let's just
I guess it depends on what you're looking for somebody to do. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
last call to get a free cup of coffee from Starbucks or something.
Yeah, you guys can ask your VA to use this ChatGPT.
True. Yeah, it's a tool. It's a
tool. Yeah, it's free.
Yes.
It's free.
All right. So we haven't had any takers to let us know. Maybe nobody knows what the 999-30-30-30 trick is. Real quick, can you explain to folks, Isabella?
So I'll tell you about 30-30-30. And then Kevin will talk about his 999. So 30,
Right.
30, 30, 33, 33, 33, generally speaking. That's what we were calling this. So you have 100% of like your retail cost is 100%. You divide it.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
So your 999 is probably different. So you
Yes.
divide it by 3. And 33% goes to the cost of goods. That's the maximum you can afford going to cost of goods, landed cost on Amazon. Now you have 30% profit. This is what you're aiming for. And 30% you can give to Amazon, including storage fees and ideally PPC. Or you can split this PPC campaign and marketing in between 30% that's included into the Amazon fees and your profit margin. So that this way you kind of cutting from both sides. But you cannot stay less than 15 to 20% in profit. So generally speaking, if you're not hitting this 30, 30, 30, 33, 30, 30, 33, then you're not, then this product is not going to work and this venture is not going to work. So you will just keep doing business because you're doing business. So send it about your 999. Yeah, go ahead.
No, that's a good one. So the 999 trick, which is really ancient. So Amazon, I don't know if it's still this way, but you couldn't put more than 999 units into your cart.
Oh,
so what people would do is they would put like 999 units and would say, oh, there's only X number available.
Yeah.
Or something like that. So this will only work if it was less than 1,000 units. So that they had in stock. So like, let's say they had 750, you check it the same time the next day, and it says they only have 740. You could extrapolate or interpolate one of them. You could come up with the fact that they must have sold 10 units because there's 10 less units than there was yesterday. Not overly reliable, but that's essentially what like Jungle Scout and all these other tools are doing on your behalf. And so then in like 2015, then all of a sudden people start talking about like, Jungle Scout figures this out. So now there's a lot of tools that do it. But now instead of having to, put in 999 or, use a tool like Jungle Scout, now you just give it a spreadsheet of 27,000 products and say, here, GPT, you figure it out for me. So we've come a long way. It's really what I'm going with.
Yeah. So. Yeah. When we just think where we went from like 2015 to the day of today, it's
crazy.
Fascinating. Yeah.
All right. So if people want to learn more or follow you, where should they go?
ritzarm.com is our website. RITZ. Yeah, that's our website that you guys see on the screen. You can find me on LinkedIn, Isabella Ritz. Instagram, Ritz Momentum if you're IG person. And yeah, that's easy.
Awesome. And then also make sure you sign up for the 3:30 training that Isabella is doing. And we've got the link down below.
1 p.m. in 8 minutes.
Yeah, in 8 minutes. So I have enough time to stand up and stretch real quick before we do our next webinar, which will not be publicly available, and it will be over a Zoom webinar, which I think is what you're doing yours on as well. So although we're doing different streams at different times. So make sure you check out both because you can learn how to validate your product and we'll teach you how to launch it. So with that, Isabella, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and some cool stuff you can do with AI.
Always. Thank you. Thank you for having me.